The ice planet named as last Thulium has eventually been shown. The U.S. censor's images purchased as it closed last hinted at the opportunity of a dual flash, but the at first comprehensive image of Tuesday's shut flight confirms it. New Horizons found last 6.5 trillion kilometers of land. The occasion set a recording for the largest remote always research of a sunny framework subject. The early mark was as well set by New Horizons while it flew history the midget Earth Pluto in 2015. But last is 1.5 trillion kilometers future of. It orbits the Sun in an area of the sunny framework named as the Kuiper Waste. Down there are hundreds of thousands of Kuiper members love last, and their chilly country nearly surely holds clues to how all global bodies came in creature several 4.6 trillion year back. The mission statement crew thinks the two spheres how do up the special subject perhaps united order at the start, or really soon following. The scientists include solve to urge the greater proportion last, and the less proportion Thulium. The amount relation is 3 to A. Jeff Moore, a New Horizons company investigator of NASA's Ames Study Center, told the couple would include go along at really low rate, at perhaps 2-3 km/h. He joked, if you had a clash in else car at such speeds you may not though worry to fill in out the insurance coverage forms. The new information of NASA's space vehicle as well shows fair how black the subject is. Its brilliant areas represent fair 13% of the lighting declining on them, the darkest, fair 6%. How such to potting ground, told Kathy Olkin, the mission statement's vice draft scholar. It has a hue of color, yet. We had a coarse color of Hubble but now we can certainly say how last Thulium is scarlet, added fellow Carly Howett. Ours present theoretical as to why last Thulium is red is the exposure of exotics ices. Substantially, its shallow has been burned above the eons by the top energy space radiation and X-rays how flooding area. Main Inspector Alan Harsh pay homage to the ability of his crew in purchasing the picture as New Horizons flew history the subject at 3,500 km at nearest attitude. The sensor had to goal last really exactly to be certainly of receive its center frame in the type of the cameras and some tool airborne. Lasts just vary the amount of thing love Washington D.C., and it's on as reflecting as kindergarten kind mud, and its light by a sun house 1,900 times fainter rather than it is external on a solar day there on the land. We were mainly pursued at downward in the black at 32,000 mph, 51,000 km/h, and all how had to occur fair order, he told. Less than rather than 1% of all the information collected by New Horizons for the flight has been downlinked to land. The sluggish information rates of the Kuiper Waste indicate it will be completely 20 months up all the data is stretched off the space vehicle. Several factors do last Thulium, and the domain in that it moves, so exciting to scientists. One is how the sun is so dim in the area how temperature are downward close 30 to 40 degrees over total null, the reduce end of the heat scope and the coldest atoms and molecules can perhaps receive. As a outcome, chemistry reactions include substantially stalled. The tool last is in such a profound freeze over how it is perhaps excellently canned in the country in that it shaped. Else element is how last is little, on 33 km in the longest measurement, and the tool it doesn't include the kind of geologic motor how in greater objects will recycle their structure. And a tertiary element is fair the environment of the environmental. It's really tranquil in the Kuiper Waste. In comparison within the internal sunny framework, down there are perhaps really few collisions among objects. The Kuiper Waste hasn't been mixed up. New Horizons main inspector Alan Harsh told, all how weird departure to find out on last, of its structure to its geology, to how it was initially collected, if it has satellites and an ambience, and how type of item, is departure to learn us on the unique forming facility in the sunny framework how all the some objects we've lost out and orbited, delivered by and landing on can't speak us since they're each big and develop, or they are hot. Last is distinctive. At first, the scientists must job on the last information, but they will as well ask NASA to foundation a future expansion to the mission statement. The expect is how the year of the space vehicle can be changed lightly to trip at low 1 more than Kuiper waste subject once in the following 10 years. New Horizons should include fair quite gas reserves to be capable to do the. Crucially, it should as well include adequate electric reserves to hold operational its tool in the 2030s. The long life of New Skyline's plutonium cell may though enable it to recording its output of the Sunny framework. The two 1970s Navigator missions include both of now leftward the heliosphere, the bladder of gas blown up off our Sun, a determination of the Sunny framework's domain. Navigator 2 just newly did it, in November. And in instance you were wonder, New Horizons will never matchstick the Voyager's in regulation of range passing of land. Though New Horizons was the fastest space vehicle, always start up in 2006, it continues to miss land to the older missions. The cause, the Voyagers got a gravity rate increase while they gone the external planets. Navigator 1 is now driving at nearly 17 km/s, New Horizons is driving at 14 km/s.